welcome to today's daily tropical weather update. As always, don't forget to subscribe and like the video for more updates like this one. Also, go to my website down and link down in the description where you get all the latest information before the videos comes out. Here's a map of the world right now. Tropical storm Cristina in the Eastern Pacific and 98L there off the coast of the Carolinas. Here's a look as in this 98L as it's going to be moving um, northeast for the next couple of days. 80% chance of this becoming a tropical depression. Very likely at this point. Probably by tomorrow, we could very well be seeing this become tropical depression, and very likely tropical storm Faye as well. Here's where it's currently expected to go. Some models bringing it back inland right after this and actually keeping it inland. Some models bringing it all the way out to sea, but impacts near the east coast is definitely likely with this system, and we're gonna have to keep out. My prediction right now is a 50-mile-per-hour system. Um, Probably not higher than 50, but I think a 45 mile per hour is about right for this one. Just look at the Eastern Pacific. Cristina right there, winds of 60 miles per hour. We do have one area of interest with a 50% chance of forming south of that system, and then one other area of 30%. None of them really expected to develop except that one with a medium chance of forming south of Cristina. Here's a look at the current track for Cristina. So as you can see, it's expected to become a hurricane by Friday. So it's really expected to stay as a tropical storm until Friday. Right now, winds of 60 miles per hour is moving northwest at 13 miles per hour, and no land interaction is expected. The system is now expected to be a little bit weaker than previously expected. We're only expected a Category 1 now from previous estimates being a Category 2 to Category 3. So those have definitely been weakened. In the Western Pacific, no tropical development is expected for the next 5 days. There's very quiet, and a similar story in the Indian Ocean. Back to Cristina, and as you can see, it is going to be staying a hurricane for about 24 hours with this, which would be a pretty short-living hurricane. But right now, we're going to focus on 98L because this is not expected to impact any land. 98L, we would put a major impacts expected for the East Coast. And if you do live there, get your hurricane plans ready because this can impact anywhere from Washington all the way up above New York, where you could be getting a tropical storm heading your way. Regardless of development, this is definitely going to be bringing some very heavy rains to the area. Um, that could be getting some pretty high flooding. So we're just gonna have to see, and we're giving this an 80% chance.